What is up, YouTube? Roger here. I want to talk about a couple of things. One of them RS3 and the other one old school. So the first thing is going to be RS3. Jagex are going to be pulling a version, well, they're going to be pulling 120 skill caps, but the twist here is that skills aren't going to go to level 120. Instead, you're going to get 104 million XP, and then you're going to be rewarded with a Master Cape. If you haven't seen what a Master Cape looks like, I'd imagine you all have done, but basically the Dungeoneering Cape, they're all going to look similar to the Dungeoneering Cape. ActiqueRS made some, some similar concepts, I guess, and some of the video makers have as well in the past of the Master Capes. I'd imagine they're going to be different colors with the skill logos on them, and then probably different color particles as well. But the emotes are going to be the same as the 99 skill capes, and they are going to have exactly the same stats as the 99 skill capes. But I guess it gives players a little bit more to show off with when they have that much experience in one skill. Personally, I wouldn't wear any of the capes that I could have access to, which is about 5 or 6, I think. But I'd obviously want to wear my Trim Comp cape instead whenever I get that back because of LOL ports. But I'd imagine it would appeal to, a wide range of people who haven't got comp capes but have got a really high XP in one skill or two skills or something like that. Maybe, but I'm not against it. I'm quite for it. I think, anything that shows achievements in game is really good. Personally, I think they should have just made it 200 mil capes instead of 120 because 200 mils are a bit bigger achievements, and I guess it would be worth the development time in a way, a little bit more. But whatever, I'm happy with this too. The second thing is old school. For any of you that haven't noticed, there is a dev blog posted by ModMacK on the Old School General Forum, which outlines an anti-bot update, which should be happening on Thursday. This video should go up on Thursday, so the update should be today. Basically, what happens is the system will detect the bots and move them to a world that only has bots in it so that they can be analyzed and checked, and so that the bot watch software can be made better in a way so that we don't need the worlds in the future and they can just be auto banned. But they sort of acknowledge that, okay, there have been a few bans that have been wrong with the old school system pretty recently, so they don't want to do it again, and they don't want to release it and have people falsely banned, which is great. I completely agree with that. I don't want to see people getting falsely banned, but also I want to see the system doing work. I had an idea actually where us PMods could report a player under macroing, much like they can issue a mute, but when they report a player under macroing, that account is flagged as a bot, or the system that checks for bots, checks that account. So basically, when a PMod reports this player that they think is a bot in old school, you're basically putting your hand in the air and saying, hey, I think this guy's a bot, can you check it? And then the system checks the bot, and then like 20-30 seconds later they're booted to the other world if they are. So PMods have a little bit more leeway in terms of helping the bot situation, because we don't really have any control over the bots currently. We can mute, but that's about it. So I'd really like to be able to do that, and I'm sure a lot of other PMods would too, and I'm sure a lot of other players would like to see PMods going around and sort of kicking bots out of game. It wouldn't be in our control, it would be in control of the system, but we would sort of flag them to the system, be like, hey, we think this guy's botting, can you check? And then if a certain number of macro reports go through, they get booted to the other world. Personally, I think it's a very good thing. It's nice to see an anti-bot update finally going into old school. Everyone in old school, apart from the botters, obviously hates bots. Everyone in RS3 hates bots as well, but we don't really have that problem anymore. So I will put the relevant links in the description. I'll put a link to ActiqueRS channel, and that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Cheers, guys.